What's up? So, getting back to work today on some stuff. This is called steel stick. This basically mix by hand, which is just like a putty. Once you mix it, it activates it, and then it hardens to a almost metal-like finish. So basically, I have all these holes from taking the seats out. So this is just something that I think anybody who has a bus is going to have to address. You know, you have to take the seats out in order to have the space. So there's holes left over. I'm going to plug them with this. It hardens. I can sand it and then paint it. And then, you know, you got your holes filled in. So I just wanted to cover that real quick because it's inevitable that you are going to have to think about this as well. So if I could save you a little bit of time, cool. All right, well, I'm gonna get to that. Peace. Okay, so what I did was ground the holes. You can kind of see how it's all exposed metal now. I used what steel stick I had. I'm gonna have to order some more. So, yeah. All right, so we got the heater core thingy out. I looped it in right here. Basically, in order to do so, I had to turn off the heat for the front end. You see these right here. That's the front heat. Until I can get a good connector right here, I have to have no heat. I mean, summertime's coming. I'm not gonna need the heat till next year. So that's something I can put off for now. So with that being said, I'm gonna grind the floor in this corner where that line was. I got the rest of the steel stick in to fill in the holes. So that's what we're about to do today. Try to get this floor closer and closer so I can actually build it. I got killer dowel pin done with the homie pizza machine. Rear airbags, which is suspension. Braided fuel line, which is just something that you want to change before it rusts out. So that's you know, another thing. Oil change, coolant. What else did we do? New headlights. Got a bunch done the last couple of days. Today, again, we're gonna grind the floor, get the steel stick, fill in the holes. Tomorrow, we'll come back, probably rinse. I gotta rinse the floor again before I paint again. So trying to figure out the order of operations here as I go. I just want to give a quick update, let you guys know things are going great. Here's another little thing. Can you see? My first metal sculpture out there, made out of the bus seats. Anywho, things are good. Stay tuned for more goodness. It's really starting to take shape now that we got it all demolished, and yeah, I'm starting to see the vision better. Look how clean that is now. Next video, everything will be even cleaner, and I'll have updates on where I'm going from here. I'm kind of just doing it one step at a time. It's hard to really plan everything out because other things come into play, you know, other things arise, other problems arise or whatnot. So we're getting there. Stay tuned. Peace. Hello, and welcome back to this edition of Arc of Saw-Grr. So today I started out with grinding the floor down where I put that weld stick. I then rinsed the floor, get all the dirt the best I could, the dust. We're gonna let that dry. We're gonna inspect it and see what we missed. I know I gotta patch a couple of little spots, but that'll be quick. And then I think what I'm going to do is get out the rust paint that I bought. It is the black over the metal. I'm gonna hit all the spots that I patched, hit the edge where that heater came out, all those coolant lines. I didn't really get the paint over there because it was kind of covered up and dirty and unattended to. Now I sanded it and got it prepared for that step. So we're gonna hit everything we can with the rust paint. Something I need to address next is the floor under the driver's seat. I'm also going to put what is it, like a moon roof or whatever in to the top here. Not even a moon roof. I'm gonna plexiglass over the hatches. So same, but the cheap way. So those are the two next things on my list I'm gonna try to accomplish as soon as possible so we can keep it moving. What else? So yeah, those are the next couple steps. Once I get to there, I'll give you another update where we're at and what's next and next. Still a lot to do, but we're making leeway now and it's really starting to feel, I guess, real. The weather is great. It's like 65 degrees out easily today. Springtime, I think, is here. Might be one more little cold snap, but who knows? I'm not worried about it. It's not going to stop me at this point. So yeah, excited, happy, ready. Stay tuned for more on the next episode of Arc of Saw-Grr. The saga continues. Wu-Tang. What's up? So I got the flooring out from underneath the seat here. Little rusty, not too many or many holes at all. I just patched those up. I grinded it. I gotta wait for the steel stick to dry. I think it takes about an hour. In the meantime, I'm gonna hit this area again with the wire brush. There's a lot of like glue from the flooring. So get all that prepped up. Wait for the steel stick to dry. Once that's dry, grind it down flat. Maybe add some more in a couple spots. Wait again. And then probably tomorrow I'll come in and put a coat of the rust paint on. Wait for that to dry, a couple hours. Then I'm going to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm going to clean up the whole front end area with whatever, degreaser or something like that. And just get that as clean as it can get for now. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'll probably have to clean it a few times to get it how I really want it. Eventually we'll end up painting up there. Maybe I'll look into that tomorrow too. That little middle console right between the seat. Right there. This thing was painted black. It was yellow, seems like. So I might just scuff that up a little bit, scuff everything up under there that's black and repaint it black, and then maybe do some fancy stuff on it too. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. The flooring was a pain in the ass. All the bolts for the seats were all destroyed. I couldn't get them all back in. I got 4 of 6 back in. I'm going to have to wait to get over to my friend's house to try to get the other couple. And I guess that's really it. So we're getting closer to getting the floor done. And this has been, when I start, I bought the bus November 5th. It is now February 10th, so November, December, January. It's been 3 months or 4 months or something. What is it? I guess it's been 3 months, a little over 3 months. So it takes about 3 months to get the floor at my pace, which is okay. This was the hard part, so I'm just like relieved. You know, that was the dirty and hard part. And we get to start building soon, so exciting stuff. Thank you for sticking with me this far. I'll update you here soon. Peace. Houston, we have a problem. I think I talked about this in an old video, but basically in this corner over here, underneath the console, it's leaking somewhere back there. And I tried to address it earlier today, couldn't really figure it out. Obviously, it's still coming in. More issues too. Stuff like this. Basically, all the windows are leaking, I think. So the water comes in. Through the wall. So obviously we're not putting wooden floors in here or carpet or anything like that. I'm gonna wait for the rain to finally stop, and then I'm gonna finish painting the floor. And then I just might leave it like that for a while, like until I can figure out at least the drainage. I don't even know if drainage would do anything. I got to put a couple of drain holes in it because this is a problem. Water's building up in this corner. Water's building up in that back corner. I keep opening the door and sweeping it out the door, but I'm going to drill some holes and figure out how to have a drain system that's not going to let water in too from like driving down the road. So I'm kind of at a standstill until the weather gets a little bit better. I did paint my floor a little bit, or whatever, under the dash area, and yeah, that looks pretty nice. Anywho, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on since, yeah, I'm just again at a standstill until I figure out the leaks a little bit better. It's a big deal, but it's not a big deal. Like, if I was building a house and I want to put a nice floor in here, this is a problem. All these windows would have to get resealed in order for them not to leak. Because I think that's what's happening. I'm about to go outside and look on the frame or whatever, the body. I'm going to look on the body to see where the water's leaking in and see if I can just get more insight on to where exactly it's coming from. I guess plans of attack would be on the outsides of the window, put caulking or whatever, sealant. And that's going to cost, $20, $30 probably, and sealant, $20 at least. So not too expensive of a fix. I'm glad this isn't leaking, which is nice. I don't think it's leaking, at least. But I guess I'll let you guys go on that note. Hopefully, I don't know if it's supposed to stop raining tomorrow, the next day. And then we'll get the fan in here and try to get the white paint down on the floor and the wheel wells, which I primed the wheel wells the other day too. I got all the flooring holes filled and prepped There's a couple spots I missed as far as sanding and like finishing. But I guess nothing's perfect. You know, it's pretty damn close. I'm happy where I'm at. It's been a long journey till this point, you know, a little over 3 months. And I'm finally almost to the point of building. And now we got rain problems or leaking problems. And these things are to be expected. It's just, you don't know until you get there and it's all okay. It's like, it's part of it or whatever. You know what I mean? But you'll see. None of this will matter. It's all in my head if it really matters. And it kind of goes back to like nothing being perfect. I'm doing this with different intentions than most people buy a build to do. Unless they're like a food truck, and then they probably really don't care about the floor. But another thing though is like if you put a floor down and you have all this water going underneath the floor and it's not escaping, that's how mold grows. So it's just important. That's why I wanted to bring all this up, and that's why I'm 5 minutes and 30 seconds into this video, just to point out the seriousness of this truly in most cases. I'm a special case, which y'all know that. But it still needs to be addressed in some way, and I'll get back to you on what I figure out on what to do with it eventually. Okay. Peace. Okay. It's a cold day, but I want to show you guys my progression. I got the floor painted white. I think I'm going to do another coat on the wheel wells. 2 coats on the floor, 1 coat on the wheel well. Also got the wood out from underneath the seat. Yeah. So that's good for now. I'm not really sure how I'm going to treat the floor. I think I addressed in the last video that I have leaks coming from the windows that I need to figure out before I put in a floor or carpet or any of that stuff. Anything that can't get wet, I need to keep off the floor temporarily. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll get that figured out, or the next week, I don't know. Anywho, so today we're packing her up and we're headed to my homie Salty's house. He's a diesel mechanic. He's gonna just look over things. We're gonna try to tune up stuff and just get me ready for summertime so I don't have any problems later on. But yeah, I'm stoked. Looks nice. So I guess that's it for now. I'll report back soon. Thank you all for being here. I'm happy. One more thing I want to talk about is like, you know, how frustrating something like this can be. But all in all, I've enjoyed it. It does suck that it's one thing after another. Like, you know, you pull the floor out and there's rust, and then you paint the floor, or you want to paint the floor and it's raining, and then the rain is coming in through the window seals, and it's just one thing after another, after another, after another. And it's a big taking on of tasks. You know, like, look at all the windows on this thing. So I'm going to get some sealant. I'm going to try to seal all the windows on one side and see what happens. If it stops leaking on that one side, I know I did the right thing, and I can go to the other side and seal the other side. And then once I get the fucking the water to stop coming in, then I can really build it how I want to. Until then, I'm gonna have to makeshift some things to get stuff off the floor. I think, I don't know. I'll report back with that as I get to that. So, peace. Happy Valentine's Day. Much love. Keep your heads up. Thank you for being here. Until next time.